Think Progress detailed some amazing deceptiveness and outright violations of journalistic ethics that went on at Politico. They explain, quote, "When Politico ran an article last year titled, 'What BP Owes America,' a big disclaimer scrolled across the top of the piece. Opinion. The article, written by the president of the National Autobahn Society, argued that BP needed to take more responsibility for the devastating environmental effects of the 2010 Deepwater Horizon oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico. When Politico magazine ran an article on Wednesday titled, 'No, BP Didn't Ruin the Gulf,' there was no disclaimer. The article, written by an executive of BP, argued that the Gulf of Mexico has inherent resilience when it comes to oil spills, and that environmentalists are overreacting about its impacts. In addition to lacking a disclaimer, the article did not disclose that the article was written by BP Senior Vice President of Communications Jeff Morrill until the bottom of the piece. So, to an objective observer, the article looks on its face like a regular piece of journalism written by a journalist employed by Politico magazine." Wow. So why on earth would they do such an incredibly deceptive and unethical thing, where you have an article up that says, hey, don't blame BP, don't blame oil companies for oil spills, it's not their fault, look away, look away. Meanwhile, it's written by the fucking oil companies. Why would they do that? What would the purpose be of doing that? Quote, "It could have to do with the fact that BP is one of the most frequent advertisers on Politico's daily email newsletter, Playbook. A week-long ad in Playbook goes for about $35,000, and BP seems to buy those ads a lot." There you have it. The death of journalism in America is a site like Politico, because all they represent is pro-establishment, pro-corporation, pro-Wall Street journalism, and I use that term loosely. They're simply going to represent the interests of those people because those people are fucking paying them. And before, you could have said, you know what, Kyle, it's just speculation. You don't know that for sure. There's no evidence of it. You can't pound the gavel, so on and so forth. But now we know. Now we know, because apparently when you write an article that says, hey, these oil companies fucked up and they need to take responsibility, at the top of the page, opinion, it's an opinion, it's an opinion, nobody get mad, nobody get mad. But when you flip the scenario, when it's somebody who is an oil executive writing about how oil companies are great, it doesn't say opinion at the top, and they bury it way, way, way deep down in the article where people probably won't even get to finish the article, because what percentage actually finish the articles anyway? Oh, Politico. They have the exact wrong idea of what it means to be a journalist, to be a reporter, to discuss politics, to discuss news. Sure, you might get a lot of money from the advertisers because you're doing their job for them, you're their PR arm, but you're going to get no respect from the audience. And rightfully so, because they know you're a paid shill. They know what you're doing. The audience is not dumb. They understand. And that's why they're going to turn to places like this. They're going to turn to progressive outlets. They're going to turn to objective new media sources. When you're up the ass of the establishment that long, you can only cover the eyes of the people that you're trying to get to read your site for so long. Eventually, the jig is going to be up, and we're going to be here to take your lunch, because what we care about is truth and reality.